Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're coming back after having seen some previous videos, and if you're new then you're very welcome. Today what we're going to be doing is talking about fashion. Now I know some of my fashion videos have been quite popular, and I thought what I would do today is go through from 1963 up to the present day pretty much, and talk to you a little bit about some of the fashion choices I've made along the way. So be prepared to like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and if you enjoy hearing me talk about various things then do please consider subscribing. So first photograph that I'm going to show you, and they're all going to appear here, is a picture of me from London Zoo in the summer of 1963 when I was almost 2. And as you can see, I'm extraordinarily fashionably dressed for the 60s with a little pinafore skirt dress. I don't think I've changed that much. The next one is from a couple of years later, 1965, and sharp-eyed viewers will spot that these first few photographs are in black and white because, of course, in those days colour photographs were extremely expensive to have, and the ordinary person like me and my family, we just didn't have colour photography, we had black and white. And this is a picture of me in my little ballet outfit. The theme here is that back then you only really took photographs for special events, like when we went to London Zoo, my little ballet recital, things like that. You didn't just snap away at anything because film was expensive and you wouldn't want to waste it. So that was 1965, and I got my taste for dressing up almost embedded by then. I wanted you to see this one from a few years later. It's me with our beautiful cat Florence, and I wanted you to see the almost 1950s type of dresses that we still wore in those days. I think I can't have been much older than 10, something like that there. And a lot of the dresses were made by my mum. Knee socks, obviously, and quite classic sort of early days fashion. This next one was a few years, just a couple of years after that. Cheesecloth was absolutely de rigueur. I must have been about 13, possibly 14. Love beads, cheesecloth, all that sort of thing. Yeah, I think I'd just gone up to grammar school, and you know, the summers then were of course a lot longer and a lot hotter than they are today, and we just wafted about in cheesecloth most of the time. And even then I was thinking, my hair is too boring, I need to colour it, and of course the only sort of colours you could get those days to buy over the counter were sort of like wash in, wash out toners in a sort of auburney colour, auburn red, autumn leaves, that sort of thing. So yeah, there's more. This picture here is there's my dad looking extremely cool in his Ray-Bans at the bottom there, and me and my Uncle John, and you could see I've gone for a bit of check there, but with an extremely cool headband, I think you'll agree. Summer holidays, I must have been about 13, 14, something like that. And a similar vintage, I'm doing the double denim Less said about that one, the better. Moving along to my 18th birthday. Now, you see, by then, I'd actually managed to get a bit of style going, and I had a beautiful red leather jacket, which people that remember me from those days will remember I was never without. Some shiny trousers, of course, and I don't know if you'll be able to make it out in the picture, but I've actually got cocktail umbrellas and little cocktail flat plastic flowers in my hair. I had a little top knot on top of my head and used to wear all sorts of things sticking out of it, long earrings. I was, as you can see, those people behind me are finding it highly amusing, but you know, no one else did it, so why not? Yeah, this one is, what can I say? It's a pink velvet catsuit, bodysuit. I'm wearing it here in a school / sixth form production, and I'm dressed as Batgirl, but I wore this out. I wore this to discos, as we used to call them in those days. We had one in a town near us called Cinderella Rockefellers, and I well remember wearing that with those little black patent ankle boots, not with the bat on the front obviously, and of course without the cape, but that was the sort of thing that, you know, I certainly wore quite often. Returning to the shiny trousers and the red leather jacket, I paired the jacket with some red high-heeled cowboy boots. Again, hardly ever without either, and that was a motorbike that belonged to my boyfriend at the time. And here I am doing the double denim again. This is in Paris, and by this stage I have bleached my fringe and dyed it pink. It looks a bit weird because I'm wearing a leopard skin print headband. What do you know? And what you can see sort of dangling down there is some plastic coloured glasses chains to hold my 1980s glasses on. I wore glasses from the age of about 12 until a few years ago when I had some eye surgery. So there are going to be a few hilarious fashion items, including glasses, in these pictures. So that's that. Oh, this is me again with the pink fringe, but I've also extended it down to pink bits here as well, thinking I looked like, you know, the bee's bollocks in this picture. And these jeans, very patched. As I remember, they were extremely difficult to get on and off, and a nice blue sweater. But I think it was the hair that made me stand out from my compatriots at the time there. Speaking of which, I think the hair here was a hairdresser thought it was a great idea. The silver jumpsuit, on the other hand, possibly my idea. And as you can see, we are in a phone box, which younger viewers won't recognise because there's a dial in the phone box, and you would pick it up and dial, and when somebody answered, push some money in the slot. And behind me there you can see there's still a telephone directory, a paper book where you look people's numbers up. So that's that. Having been slightly blonde, I then went even blonder, and I think this is safe to say this is my Dolly Parton era, maybe. Pickup truck, not mine, my boyfriend's. Suede fringe jacket, because I wasn't vegetarian back then. And I'm holding my glasses because people, you can take a picture of me, off come my glasses. So yeah, but still jeans, t-shirt, very little changes in fashion really, until the blonde hair is replaced by blue and pink and lovely green army trousers, stylishly set off, same truck, same boyfriend, with a purple t-shirt. And that purple and blue hair, I think it didn't last very long because I had it done for a hair show. Because I used to model for a hairdresser occasionally. And oh, I loved that hair. Oh, I loved that hair so much. I cannot tell you. But people in the street weren't, terribly nice about it. It was seen as very punky. And therefore not very socially acceptable, so I loved it all the more. And moving right along, we have another double denim, but a slightly punkier double denim, and I dyed my hair black by this stage, and it stayed black for a very long time after this. I remember I used to use, what's it called? L'Oreal Naples Black, and I used it until I'd used it so much that I made myself allergic to it. Here we have classic out on the town me, my hair held up by more product than you could shake a stick at. By this time you could actually buy hair products to help it do this. Previous to this, sugar water. Anyone out there remember making the hair stand up with sugar water? Yep, and again I'm holding my glasses in my hand, you see. Someone's taking a picture of me. Quick, get my glasses off. And the shiny trousers. Those shiny trousers just stayed with me for so many years before they finally died. But I loved them. I really did. I also loved picking up weird coloured dresses in charity shops, and as you can see here, I've got this dress which I wore it to weddings, I wore it at the weekend, I wore it quite a lot, and it's a wonderful concoction of purple and pink and green and sky blue, and I'm still rocking the black hair. But I think this dress, I wish I still had it. And also in what is now the 1980s, I had finished college. I haven't got very many photographs from then because in those days, very early 1980s, again, you didn't really walk around with a camera like you do now on your phone. And it was still occasions when photographs were taken, and this was taken outside the Albert Hall where I'd gone to a Henry Wood Promenade concert with my dad, and that was the sort of thing I would rock up wearing. Cycling shorts and a little sort of almost sports bra crop top, a big belt, Dr. Martens shoes, not boots, shoes and ankle socks, and of course my Walkman, which in those days had cassettes, tape cassettes to listen to as I wandered about looking extremely tanned. So for all those out there who are worried about my skin, I think this is the one and only time I ever had a tan. More shiny stuff, a beautiful corset and collar, skirt and boots and wig. Yes, that is a wig. I had this Cleopatra wig. It's a bit like the wig I got when I lost my hair, but obviously about 1/1,000,000th of the price and probably 1/1,000,000th of the quality as well. But yeah, love the old shiny stuff. So that's the end of part one of this historical gallop through fashion. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'd like you to leave a thumbs up whether you've enjoyed it or not. I'd like you to subscribe if you haven't already. And I would also like you to stay safe and stay strange, my friends. Bye for now.